Guys, we are back at the project where I did the demolition here. If you remember, if you saw my other videos, there was a two-story garage right here, a shed over there, and a big concrete pad right here. If you haven't seen those videos, I'll leave a link in the description and a card up top. But what I'm doing in this video today is I'm going to be building a shed pad. I guess it's a barn style shed because it's not your typical size. It's like 20 by 12 and 16 feet tall, but it's going to go in this area here. And what they want me to do is I'm going to build the pad oversized. I'm going to use 6x6 timbers along the fence here, the fence there, on the driveway here, and then across this way. Then I'm going to put my fabric down and 3/4 stone. All right, I got all my materials here from Home Depot. Got my 6x6s, my fabric that's going to go underneath the stone. I got some timber locks because I like securing the ends together, and then the spikes that I'm going to put in each board. I'm just going to tell you this ahead of time. Don't go showing up to Home Depot with a sore back and a limp wrist thinking you're going to load up some 6x6s, because these suckers are heavy. It's definitely a two-man job. I was struggling to get these on the cart. Hopefully with this cart, I could just slide them right into the trailer. So I got 3/4 of it laid out. Got old Smokey over there warming up. I got to cut 2 short pieces here at the end. Almost 2 feet, it's like 20 inches. I don't like using the small pieces like that, but that's just the way it worked out. I'm going to take these 8-inch timber locks and I'm going to screw all the edges together. So corners, and then where the long pieces meet, all the way around. And what you want to do is try to get all the boards lined up so there's not a big difference. Like that's the biggest gap I have right there, which is about 1/4 inch. I'll just have to lift this one up a little bit. But the rest of the way, all the way around, it's pretty much level. So I like to do this, get them all secure, probably 2 screws each joint, and then I go ahead and I put the spikes in. So I got my tape laid out. And basically I'm just going to put a spike every 3 feet. I'm not making any marks, I'm just going down the line, and at the 3 foot, and I make sure I don't drill a hole in my tape measure. I got a mark, you see that tape right there? I got a mark on here so I don't go through. I'm trying not to dull the bit out too much. All right, now it's time to get the fabric out, or lay down I should say. I usually keep some rocks handy. Well, I use what's around. I could throw some staples in it, but I usually start off with just throwing some rocks or a shovel or something to hold it down while I roll it out. And then for the edge, I roll it on the edge so that way there's a little bit of overlap. Guys, so now I have my stone here. I'm going to try to spread it as best I can with the bucket to eliminate the need for too much raking, because raking rock is not fun. So I'm going to get some scoops, scoop it to dump it towards the back of my towards the back of the shed pad. Oh, I can't reach all the way, so it looks like no matter what, there's going to be a little bit of raking. So there it is, guys, the finished product, the shed pad. I didn't give the dimensions earlier. It's about 26 by 20 is what it works out to be, and that took 10 tons of 3/4 stone. It's about 6 inches deep for the most part, more like maybe 5.5. It could be a DIY project, but be prepared to work, because these 6x6s are heavy. And without an excavator, if you had to shovel and rake all this stone, God bless you, because the little bit of raking I had to do was tiring enough. As you saw, I used the excavator, I put piles, and I tried to smooth it with the bucket as best I could. But here at the end, I used a dump trailer just to dump it, and that was a pretty big pile. I started raking it at first, but then I was like, you know what, it's too much. So I pulled the trailer forward and used the excavator to knock that down a little bit. Then I just had to do some fine tuning. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.